Hi love, welcome back. In today's class you're making this beautiful bikini bralette. If you're new to the channel, my name is Miss Ai and you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you my love, my darling, my baby for always coming back. We've already made a tutorial for the skirt, so if you haven't watched it, please do. Let's get right into class. I'm going to be using this yarn in 4 colors and a 3.5 mm hook. To begin with, you are going to make a magic ring. If you don't know how to make a magic ring, just chain 4 and slip stitch in the first stitch. After your magic ring, you are going to chain 3. The chain 3 counts as your first double crochet. In the ring or in the space, you are going to place 2 more double crochets, so 1 and 2. So this is your first group of 3 double crochets. You are going to chain 1 and place 3 more groups of double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. Chain 1 and place your third group. So we are going to be placing 5 groups of 3 double crochets. So this is my third group. Chain 1 and place your fourth group. One, 2, 3. Chain 1 and make your last group of 3 double crochets in the magic ring. So in total you should have 5 groups of double crochets in the magic ring with a chain 1 in between. So after your 5th group, you are going to chain 1 and slip stitch on top of the chain 3 space. And we are done with row 1. You are going to pull to close off the ring. Now row 2, you are going to chain 3. Chain 3 count as your first double crochet. You are going to turn. Inside the first chain 1 space, you are going to add 2 more double crochets in the space. You are going to chain 1 and inside the same space you place 3 more double crochets. So this is your first cluster. A cluster is 3 double crochets, chain 1 and 3 double crochets. Chain 1. Inside your next chain 1 space, you are going to make a cluster. Again, a cluster is 3 double crochets, chain 1 and 3 double crochets, all inside the same stitch. 1, 2 and 3. Chain 1 again, and in the next chain 1 space you are going to make a cluster. So you are going to keep repeating clusters until the end of the row. At the end of the row, chain 1 and you are going to place slip stitch on top of your first 3 double crochets. You are going to chain 3 for row 3, turn your work. Inside the first chain 1 space, you are going to place 2 more double crochets. Remember, chain 3 always counts as your first double crochet. You are going to chain 1 inside the cluster. In the chain 1 inside that cluster space, you are going to make a cluster. So a cluster is 3 double crochet again, chain 1 and 3 double crochet, all in the same stitch. In the next stitch, you are going to chain 1. In the next stitch, you are going to place normal 3 double crochets in the same stitch. In the next, so you are going to chain 1. In the next will be the cluster space, and you are going to repeat a cluster. So wherever you see a cluster, you are going to repeat a cluster, and wherever you see just a chain 1 and it's not a cluster, you are going to place 3 double crochets. There you go. Keep repeating this and I'll meet you at the end. So at the end, you are going to slip stitch inside the chain 3 on top of the chain 3 space, and that is the end of row 3. You are going to chain 1, cut and fasten your yarn. So this is the black. We are done using the black yarn, and now we are moving on to the next. So you are going to attach your yarn inside any chain 1 space and chain 3. After you chain 3, you are going to place 2 more double crochets in the same stitch, making it 3 double crochets. You are going to chain 1. In the very next chain 1 space, you are going to place 3 double crochets. You are going to chain 1, and it brings us to our cluster space, and in the cluster space you are going to you are going to make 3 double crochets, chain 1 and 3 double crochets, all in the same stitch. Again, wherever you see cluster, repeat a cluster, and wherever you see just a chain 1 space, you are going to place 3 double crochets. So this is how the pattern is pretty much simple and easy to make, and you're going to keep repeating this until you get your bra size. So I would go in with my green, yellow and red yarn, and if you're making for a size small, the black row, consider making only 2 rows of the black, and make your next 3 colors, that is the green, red and yellow, right? And if you're making for a size large, just keep repeating exactly what I'm doing. So now at the end of the row, you are going to slip stitch and you are going to change your next color. Again, you are going to attach your yarn anywhere, chain 3, count as your first double crochet, and in the same stitch you are going to place 2 more double crochets. You are going to chain 1. In the next chain 1 space, you are going to place 3 double crochets, and in the chain 1, in the next chain 1 space, you are going to place 3 double crochets, chain 1, and it brings us to our cluster, and our cluster is 3 double crochets, chain 1 and 3 double crochets. So just keep repeating this and I'll meet you at the end of the row, and we shall make our red. If you finish your row before me, go ahead and attach your red color and work until the end, and I'll meet you when I attach my red. So this is how your work should be looking like. So I'm done attaching my red, and this is what the work looks like, and this is for a bra size large. If you're making a medium, consider decreasing 1 row, make 1 row less. So now we are going to be attaching our strand, so just attach it on top of your cluster space. So the top part of your cluster is where you are going to attach your strand or your yarn, and you are going to chain a long chain, and that is it. So go ahead and make the same exact thing for the other side of your bra cup. So you are going to repeat the process 2 times, and after that you are going to lace your top. And to lace your top, you are going to make a long chain or a medium chain and just lace it as you usually lace your shoes. There's no technique in this, but if you have a better way of lacing, go ahead and do that. So that would be the end of today's tutorial. It's pretty much easy to make. You can make about 20 of this in a day. Just play with your colors. Let us know what you created from this beautiful top, and yeah, always send us a DM and leave us a heart comment under the comment section. It's always nice to know. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel all this while and you keep coming to class, please, my love, my darling, my baby, my sweetheart, please do. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always sticking with us. Let us know where you come from. Leave us your flag under the comment section. It's always nice to know. Until we meet next week in class, stay hydrated, mind your business, and crochet all day. And don't forget to take some rest in between. Until we meet next week in class, my baby, my darling, my love, my sweetheart, is bye-bye.